Skull Merchant is one of the most hated characters in Dead by Daylight at the moment. Yet, I like facing her. She's not commonly played, so I've only faced her a few times, but I found some tricks to make her more bearable of an opponent. The one thing that isn't showcased with chases in this video is to constantly disarm drones. Skull Merchant is a 1v2 chase killer. If you have someone constantly disarming drones quickly while she's on someone else, the most she will have in any given scenario is no red stain due to the undetectable status effect. The gens will move a little bit slower, but the chases will last a lot longer. Otherwise, here's two different games of chases with her involving RPD and Garden of Joy. I will give some warnings that the Skull Merchant from the RPD match wasn't very good, and I should have gone down a lot sooner if she properly applied pressure and chase. Enjoy the lessons. She's showing me what the camera systems do. Yeah? I literally have urban evasion. Skull Merchant brain, bro. Scully brain. She's like, why don't you injure him? Injure him. What are you doing? Bro, I equipped Urban because I figured he would be playing Scully because of the update. I don't want to touch it because then I get tagged. Hello, ma'am. Would you like to check in today? Madam, sorry. Let me grab some papers from my desk. Then we're gonna go file them. Stamp. Looks like your date is out of order. Today is the 27th. What's up? I just didn't want to get tagged. And people, oh shit, she got the haste. Bro, look at how fast she is. Never mind, she lost me. This is what I meant by the Scully not being very good. If she properly pushed from either the left or right side, I would be forced to drop the pallet, get tagged, or leave. Luckily, we got great examples of basic Skull Merchant counters at the start. Once you learn the drone rotation speed, you can properly time crouches to quickly duck and not get tagged. If she was properly chasing, I would have barely reached this pallet. Oh, you're that way. I should be fine though, I vault this for free. Alright, you guys want to see the bait? We're gonna hop this. And then we're gonna go fake it. And then we're gonna fake it. And then we're gonna hop it. Oh my god, usually they fall for it. Alright, we're gonna stay. This is a good enough pallet. And then we're gonna leave. I lied. And then we're gonna bait. And then drop it. And then blind. Watch this. Watch this. We're gonna keep blinding her. Okay, it didn't work exactly how I wanted it to. That's not bad. Oh, you don't get baited there? Sometimes I like mind gaming this one. I thought you would, how much you respected the other palette. This little corner window is surprisingly really good for buying a few extra seconds. A lot of killers, not all of them keep that in mind, will continuously mind game the vault for zero reason. Even they have bloodlust to just swing around the damn thing. By waving your arm out the window, you can make the killer think that the vault animation has started, making them backtrack. The best use I found is fake twice then vault to get them to approach the other side and swing. I blinded her hoping I could walk past her, but then she went into a wall and I got a dump pallet to use, making the chase end very early. Like, in comparison, you know, because on the other side of the spectrum, you have, like, Xeno and shit, which is just constant 50-50s. And I see people on Twitter, because there's tier lists going around today about, like, oh, this is how fun this killer is. What? Baited her. No! Damn it. Oh. Excuse me. This outdoor chase was the perfect example of crouching to avoid the beams. The Skull Merchant also placed her drone wrong, making it to where whenever she walks underneath it, the drone turns off. She could have properly walked around the tile instead of whatever she was doing, but the framework is there. We get a 3-man escape this round, but I don't get chased again, so on to the next game. I also want points. Oh, it's a Skull Merchant! Oh, sweet! This is the second one I've ever faced. Okay. Okay, now I get tagged. And then I got tagged again. That's not good. I'm trying to... Oh, right, she has haste, doesn't she? Oh, my bad. I forgot to account for the haste. Let's see if that Mia can distract long enough for me to pick myself up. During this first chase, you might have noticed I skipped this doorway for the safety of the pallet. Seeing the drone sitting right there, and where the beams were appropriately facing, I decided to take the outside wall instead to avoid being tagged. I believe if I had tried to turn into the tile, I would have been scanned. However, I wasn't even tagged once yet and should have taken the scan to boot safer. Don't yet. Oh, that timing! That timing! Oh, that's so clean! I definitely used Unbreakable. Trust that I used Unbreakable, dude. Alright, I might have to stay here. I don't know what her plan there was. Just tag me repeatedly? For haste, maybe? Because I still reached that window. At least I like to believe that I do. I did. Wow. She's undetectable, so I need to run this way instead. I still reached that window, though. Just not the original window that we wanted. Still back. Let's go this way. Fake the drop, right, babe? Okay, well, that works. Bye-bye. What? Ah, just barely got me. Let's see if she leaves me so I can go around and harass her drones. The second chase is mostly the Skull Merchant's fault. This is a solid minute of her chasing an injured survivor around Joy main building. Her first mistake was not taking this pallet outside from the left side, forcing me back to Shack. The Nia should still be back there from her taking chase for a little bit earlier, letting the Skull Merchant pressure 2 survivors. This also would have denied me main building, which is insanely broken at this point in time. Imagine if I had made for this with the 2 windows for the 3% haste. I could have gone for possibly 15 to 20 more seconds from that alone. And this is before I smash hit her, the best possible outcome of that god palette, and made her lose me with parental guidance. Nope, she's still on me. Alright. I don't have time to get rid of that one. I just have to drop this. 3 stun. Plus parental guidance. Not gonna do much in this scenario, though. Right, so now each time that I get scanned, I get hindered. That's not good. Have enough dark trinkets. Just barely, but it does. Ah, gotcha. We're gonna want to go to the right then. Get my smash hit value back. She's gonna have haste, right? I go down. I went too far forward. That's on me. For the first time today. Well, this is our 5th round so far. Hey, legendary! Good job, Lori. Sorry, I didn't even notice. Good job. Let's run in here. There's not a drone here. Should have to place another one. Okay, next. I thought she was closer. That's fine. I'll take it down. She's on death, like for me to take it down. This third chase has me making 2 errors. First was overcommitting to that second side of the pallet. Granted, it's a trash pallet that you should just drop and leave, but I didn't have much of a choice from the basement save. This pallet is panicked from the lack of red stain due to her drones. Saving Lori here though is something I wish more players would do in solo queue. Knowing that I had no hooks, and look at that sexy TTV, I could afford swapping my down state for Lori's, who already had 2 hooks. There's a pallet right behind me in the bushes for Lori to use if Scully committed, and Nia could have shown up for the unhook plus pickup. So an overall safe decision, spread out hooks a tiny bit more towards the end of the match. Alright, well, she wants that 4K, so let's try giving her a launch chase, make her work for it. She did not to touch one. She did. Alright, well, I have haste here. Then we're gonna just vault this. I'll take a tag if I have to. Never mind. It doesn't work if I'm standing still, love. Good job. You figured it out. Is Scully bugged? It feels like her drones are rotating. Let's try. Sweet. Let's go pick up Nia, I think. Why are we slugging? Kick that gen. That's not kicking the gen, that's just placing a drone. No, she saw me. You guys want to try void teching? I say we try void teching. How about y'all? No, it almost worked. It almost worked. This last chase, there's honestly not much to talk about. Scully played bad here, but she's slugging for the 4K, so unless I could loop for 4 minutes and then find hatch, I was guaranteed to die. Now I'm sure someone has pointed out that the drone crouching I did in the first game wasn't used as much in the second, which is true. I barely did it at all in the chases. The reason is because either the drones were disabled from prior interferences, she actually chased around the pallets, or the Skull Merchant misplaced the drones to have little to no impact in the actual chases. I'd highly suggest to the Skull Merchant player to focus more on central drone placement in the middle of loops and in between commonly locked areas to get more value in future rounds. This round was close though, and my team chose to do gens over healing because of Sloppy Butcher would have most likely resulted in a 2 or 3 man out instead, but who knows what could have happened in that case. See y'all next week for whatever I schedule. Otherwise, maybe watch the video on the screen. YouTube auto chose it for you, so you must like it, right?